Hey guys, thanks so much for joining us today. I'm so happy to have you here. If you are new, my name is Felicia McCants. I am CEO of Success Habits Coaching and Consulting LLC, and I am a financial coach. So, what I do is I help women create customized plans for their money that gets them to their goals faster without being overwhelmed, without being frustrated, without learning by trial and error, and without sucking all the joy out of their life. So if you are new here, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button so you'll be notified of all of our awesome videos. And let me know in the comments if this video is helpful for you and if you have any other ideas for training videos that you would like to see. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about how to stick to your spending plan. How to stick to your plan on how you're going to spend your hard-earned money even if you love to shop. How do you spend your money? How do you stick to your spending plan, even if you love to shop? And I think this is something that we've all experienced, right? You're in the store and you're looking around and you find something that you want, but you're thinking, this wasn't in the plan, and do I get it? Do I stick to the plan? What do I do? How do I even avoid getting myself in this situation? So I have 3 tips today that are going to help you stick to your plan and still be able to do some shopping, which is what we all really want, right? So my first tip into how to stick to your spending plan, even if you love to shop, is to know what your temptations are. You need to know what is going to cause you to say, you know what, I really want to spend this money, and I should treat myself. Know what your temptations are. If you know what your temptations are, then you can be proactive about gaining control over them, right? Because what happens really when we don't stick to our plans, most of the time is we are reacting to the emotions and that we want to spend, right? When we spend money on ourselves, certain things that we buy just makes us feel good, right? So you have to be able to know what your temptations are so that you can gain control over them. And not only what your temptations for wanting to buy things are, but also the things that trigger you to make you to want to spend money, right? Because we've all been to that point where we're like, well, I probably shouldn't, but I've been good. You start coming up with all these excuses and you basically talk yourself out of your plan. So know what your temptations are so you can be proactive about controlling them. If you know you love to shop, then maybe going to the mall 4 days a week is not the best idea. Maybe you should try to cut it down to 1 or 2 days a week and start there and see where it goes. But you have to know what your temptations are, what your triggers are, so that you can even avoid the whole situation altogether and you don't even have to deal with it. So, my second tip for sticking to your spending plan, even if you love to shop, is to prioritize your spending, right? And I think some people think that prioritizing your spending means that you have to fully neglect any type of spending that brings you joy outside of your needs. And that's not true. Because when you prioritize your spending correctly, you don't have to give up all the things that you love. What prioritizing your expenses does is it allows you to create for the prioritizing your expenses allows you to create room for the things you need and the things that you love so that you aren't tempted to overdo it when you spend, right? So if you're prioritizing your money correctly, then you are getting some of the shopping that you would like to do done. You may not get all of it, but you prioritize. And also, prioritizing shows you what's really important in your life. And so you really look at where shopping falls on that list. Is there something else that's more important to me that's going to make me feel more fulfilled, that's going to bring me more joy in the long run? That's what prioritizing is. Prioritizing is tell your money, hey, I think this is important, so we're going to do this first. And when you prioritize on the things that bring you joy and your needs, you create a great harmony with your money that makes you want to tell it what to do because you start getting what you want. So know what your temptations are, right? Then prioritize. My third tip is, for me, it was one of the most important things that helped me really gain control of my money and also my mindset about money, and that is to find the balance. People think that a budget or a spending plan or whatever you want to call it is really for all of your needs, right? They think that it's going to be restricting, that they're not going to be able to feel fulfilled and enjoy the things that they enjoyed in life. And that's not true. When you really getting your spending plan together, one of the biggest things is finding the balance. Your spending plan should nourish your needs and your wants. Because what happens when you don't have the balance and you're putting all of your money towards your needs and you're really neglecting your wants, you're going to be able to convince yourself pretty easily that, well, I deserve this. I've been working so hard, I can afford to splurge. I've been doing so good. Oh, it's on sale. So I'm really saving money. So you can convince yourself that these things because you feel deprived, because you're spending your money, only on your needs and you're neglecting your spirit. And that is not going to get you what you want, because what's going to happen, like I said, you're going to start this negative self-talk. You're not going to be motivated, and you're just going to consider, well, what's the point? I'm sacrificing everything, not getting what I really want with my money. Because, yeah, money is for needs, but the real reason I truly believe that money is a tool for us not only to fulfill our needs, but to have heaven on earth and to enjoy the things that we love. And when you don't have balance in your budget, even when you do spend, you're most likely going to overspend, right? Unless because you've been depriving yourself so long. So it's easier to convince yourself, well, instead of spending $50 on a pair of shoes, that I deserve to spend $200 on a pair of shoes, right? Because I have been depriving myself. I've been so good. These are things that I've actually told myself, you guys. And finding the balance in how I spend my income was one of the best things that I could have done, because I can truly say, I've tried three major times, over chunks of time, over a year, to get my finances together. And the first two times, that was one of the things that definitely was my downfall. I went to the extreme. I was totally neglecting my spirit or anything that bring me joy in order to pay down debt and take care of my needs. Do not make that mistake. Find the balance in your budget. You guys, money is important for our needs, but money is not just for the things you need. It's also to bring you joy. And if you find the balance in your budget, then you can have your needs and joy, which is the whole point. So I hope this information was helpful for you in order to figure out how to stick to your spending plan or your budget or whatever you want to call it, even if you love to shop. First of all, know what your temptations are so you don't find yourself in these situations where you're trying to convince yourself to or to not spend money on yourself, right? Second of all, you want to prioritize. When you prioritize correctly, you're going to make room for what you need and also what you want. You're going to be able to nourish your spirit, and you're going to be more likely to stick to your plan because you're not totally depriving yourself. And my third tip, find the balance. And I would say for me, this was one of the most important ones because I tended to do things to the extreme. And so it's like, I want it now. I want this debt gone now. So I'm depriving and when I say depriving myself, I'm seriously, guys, I didn't do any shopping, not spending money on myself, not going out to eat. It was a wreck. It was one of the worst things that I could have done, because what tended to happen is I would swing so far into the saving category is when I did spend, I swing way over to the other side because I deserved it, because I had been doing so good. So don't do that to yourself. Make room with your money for things that you enjoy and the things that you need. So if you found this video helpful, like I said before, please subscribe so you can be notified for all our great videos. Let me know in the comments what resonated with you with this video, any other training videos that you would like me to do to help you to manage your money without stress and frustration and overwhelm and giving up everything that you love. So if you guys are ready for managing your money, to take control, to tell your money what to do, to get what you want, to get your results faster, then click the link below and let's talk. Have a great day, guys. Bye.